All right, Pro MMA Insider, and here with one of the great all-time fighters, Pat Miletich, and the voice, of course, Mike Schiavello. Guys, first of all,
Schiavello.
Schiavello.
Get your shit together.
Schiavello.
There.
Schiavello.
All right, guys.
I had to over-exaggerate the. Anyway, go ahead.
All right, here at what are you guys doing here at boxing matches?
We got lost at the casino walking around. We're trying to look for the craps table. We happened to put a boxing match and we stuck around.
No, we're hanging out with our Showtime buddies here.
Yeah.
Mauro Ranallo and all the boys, Al Bernstein, and we're lucky enough to get ringside seats, and we had a lot of fun.
Actually, Pat, we know you're a huge boxing fan. What were your thoughts on the fights tonight? Anything stick out?
Dude, Matthyssee, right hand, huh? Nice.
Yeah.
Great counter, rolled with the punch and came back and put him away in the first round.
Yeah. So what do you think about him at 140? You think he's got anything for people like Judah, Garcia, those kind of guys?
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
The power is always there.
Yeah. Mike?
You lay a guy out like that, and Judah we were sitting behind Judah, and he was the first one to spring up and go, oh my God, like this.
And then his bodyguard was like, oh, we already got that win. We already got that win. You know when the dog starts barking, people are getting nervous.
You got to be impressed. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah. All right. And what about the other fights? Charlo and Soto Carras and
the co-main event was a good fight. The co-main event was a good one. I enjoyed that. That was a good fight.
And Charlo should have put his boy away.
Charlo should have
third, fourth round, right?
Yeah, I can't believe he went that long. He had him in the first 3-4 rounds. Should have nailed him, but it took a long time.
A little too much head hunting.
Yeah.
Should have went to the body more and spread the defense out. But, but either way, it's lack of experience. You would relate that to?
Like a finishing experience, yeah, for sure. He should have been away in the third, fourth round easily.
Right. Pat, obviously close to your heart there. Matt Hughes just officially retired. Thoughts on that and his new position?
You know what? Congratulations to Matt. He's had a great career, incredible career. Most powerful in terms of in his prime, pure wrestlers in MMA. Hey, he was a loyal soldier for the UFC, and they're rewarding him. So it's good.
How do you think he'll do as guiding the troops?
You know what? What I tweeted actually was somebody made a smart-ass remark about Dan Hardy, because Dan Hardy and Matt have had back and forth, and I said, hey, Matt Hughes and I will take Dan Hardy hunting. We'll teach him about gun rights, and we'll have a good time.
Yeah, your thoughts on Matt? He seems to get a bad rep. A lot of people have issues with him. Especially the fans. The people that don't know him. Is something that you'd like to point out to the people that may not understand how he is?
Matt and Mark Hughes, twins, are two totally different personalities, and Matt will tell you the exact same words I'll tell you. Is that Mark has never met a stranger. He's a kind guy that everybody meets. Matt is much more reserved. It took me a long time to get to know Matt, actually. He was never open with me for a long time. We became brothers over a long period of time. He doesn't trust people, and probably for a good reason from his past, but either way, Matt's just much more reserved. That's all it is.
All right. Just two more quick questions. You mentioned gun control there, and it's always fun to hear your view on politics. Big drive right now for gun control. What are your thoughts on that?
I would say this. I would say that people need to research history thoroughly on gun control. And yes, between 70 million and 200 million, depending on your numbers, have died after governments have taken guns from the people and then butchered their own citizens. So I would just say this, that nobody wants lunatics and criminals with guns. If they would enforce the laws that were in place, we'd be a lot better off. But I can tell you this, that the Second Amendment has always defended the First Amendment, and that's the way it's going to be.
Anything you want to add, Mike?
I don't like
you leave that to Pat.
I come from Australia, and we had a massacre, the Port Arthur massacre, that killed 30 people, and I think Martin Bryant, the guy who's in jail at the moment that did that, was the largest mass killing in history. And after that, the government confiscated all the guns in Australia, and it's been a good thing ever since. So,
but sorry to interrupt you, but in Australia and England, when they confiscated the guns, the home invasions went through the roof. I would like my wife to be able to pull a gun out of a fingertip safe that recognizes her fingerprint and be able to smoke somebody that comes in our house to butcher my wife and my daughters. And that's the way it's going to be in America.
It's a different culture. It's different. Here in America, it's completely different to Australia. Guns is not something I was brought up with, not something we're used to. It's not part of the culture. So it's hard for me to comment here in America because I know it's a very passionate subject here. Something within your constitution, within your amendments, something we don't have in Australia. So, you know, it's hard for me to comment
Right,
on.
and what Mike says is a good point, and you have to remember that inalienable rights, remember that word, inalienable rights, were rights that were given to us by God, or the deity above, to defend ourselves, to be able to speak freely, to pursue our own happiness. And no government can take that away because they didn't give it to us in the first place. So that's very important.
And then this last thing, guys, where can we catch you next?
Where are we? Next weekend we're in San Antonio, Texas for Legacy Fighting Championships. Pete Spratt on the main event, fighting in his hometown. I think it's going to be crazy. We got a week off after that. Then February 15 we're in Edmonton.
Lovely Edmonton,
lovely
50
Edmonton.
below.
It's going to be waist deep in snow. And the week after that, February 22nd, we're at Charlotte, North Carolina for XFC. So
Yes.
busy schedule coming up.
Rocking and rolling, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we look forward to it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.